Welcome to the Meriwether County Board of Commissioners, July 13th, 2026 meeting, 6 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. Please stand with the invocation given by Derek Pardue, followed by the pledge.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for bringing us all together. Pray, Lord, that you bless our community, Lord, and bless the leaders and citizens of the community, Lord. May your will be done, Lord, in this county and with all the decisions that are made here. Lord, I bless these kids here tonight, Lord, that are representing the Meriwether County football, Lord. I thank you for each one of them. I'm proud to be a part of those kids, Lord. I ask you to bless each family and each member and each coach. These things I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'd like to adopt the agenda. Any changes to the agenda?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Second. All in favor? Presentations. At this time, I'd like to read a proclamation congratulating the Meriwether County Recreation 9U football team. Whereas the Meriwether County Recreation 9U football team demonstrated exceptional dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship throughout the 2025 football season. And whereas the team compiled an impressive season record while competing against teams from across the region, showcasing the talent and determination of young athletes representing Meriwether County. And whereas during the 2025 regular season, the Eagles secured decisive victories over Butts County, 20-7, Pike County, 36-0, and 31-0, Brooks Bears, 35-0, and 50-0, Peachtree City, 57-0, and Thomaston, 34-6, finishing the regular season with only one loss to Monroe County, 24-32. And whereas the Eagles continued their success into the playoffs, defeating Butts County 21-0 and Monroe County 7-0 to secure the 2025 CGYSA Super Bowl championship title. And whereas throughout the 2025 season, the team scored an outstanding 315 total points, allowing only 45 points, and recorded 7 shutout victories, reflecting the strength of both their offense and defense. And whereas this remarkable achievement was accomplished through the hard work and commitment of the team members, Jason Richardson, Carson Alexander, Caden Anthony, Forrest Kirk, Blaze Thompson, Huxley Patterson, Braxton Ford, Rylan Waddell, Mason McInvale, Bowen Pardue, Brody Connor, Owen Muller, Prince Hardnick, Draper Crawford, Jordan Parks, Bentley Pittman, Braylon Anderson, Levi Griffin, Alan Adams III, and Benton Strickland. And whereas the team's success was guided by the leadership and dedication of the head coach Drew Kirk and assistant coaches Matt Crawford, Toby Waddell, Chris McInvale, Travis Strickland, and Howard Patterson, whose guidance helped shape these young athletes both on and off the field. And whereas the Meriwether County Board of Commissioners wishes to recognize and commend the Meriwether County Recreation 9U football team for their outstanding accomplishment in becoming the 2025 CGYSA Super Bowl champions and for representing Meriwether County with pride and excellence. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Meriwether County Board of Commissioners hereby extend their heartfelt congratulations to the Meriwether County Recreation 9U football team, their coaches, and families for this outstanding achievement. Be it further resolved that this proclamation shall be spread upon the minutes of this meeting by the county clerk, who is hereby directed to transmit a suitable copy to the Meriwether County Recreation 9U football team and coaching staff. Thank you.
Fairly loud. I just want to say thank you to the commissioners, Meriwether County, Mr. Randy Carter, our leader, through last year, and the support from the community. And we got a group of wonderful young men that work really hard. We appreciate everything.
Thank you. We're proud of you. Why not step out in front of the building and make it a nice one? This can't get in this corner.
Outside. I will go outside.
That's I had a friend.
Could you give me a copy of them? Just in case I have a question. We got.
Next time we'll catch up. Alright, how about
Usually just about this.
I was gonna try to move some money out of there. And, so what? You never heard back from him, did you?
It's usually about the middle of the month. I just wanted to send it so he can tell us as soon as he sees it.
Brightness, yeah.
Is that the place it's on the river by?
Yes. They always keep that. So they always try to. Retention schedule.
All right.
All right, we'd like to move on to the finance report given by Ms. Tammy Lackey.
Commissioners, on the front page of the report are the bank balances as of this afternoon. At the bottom of the page are the lost, splost, and T-splost distributions we received for June. On the second page, the splost balance is a negative $108,611.80. And the T-splost balance is a negative $279,068.02. And that's it.
Anybody have any questions? Department heads.
There's none present, Mr. Chairman.
Citizen comment,
No, sir.
minutes from the June 23rd, 2026 regular meeting, 6 p.m.
Did make a couple of typos and corrections, but they've already been made, so.
Yeah.
We approve the minute.
Second.
All in favor?
I abstain.
Next is public hearing case PC 26-006, request from Rodney Lantham, requesting a hardship variance to allow him to put a smaller home on his property than allowed. Partial number 202-023, 3.7 acres. The address is 6156 Cove Road, Woodbury, Georgia.
Good evening, Commissioners. We're coming before you with.
Oh,
You want a public hearing? Need a
Yep.
motion?
Need a motion to go into public
So
hearing.
moved.
This wasn't a continuance?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So moved.
All in favor?
Mr. Chairman, you want to keep it at 10 minutes?
Sir?
You want to keep it at 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes on eight, for and 10 minutes and against.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
All right, good afternoon, Commissioners. We're bringing this request, PC 26006, from Mr. Rodney Landrum to you. He's requesting a hardship variance to allow him to put a smaller house on the property. Our current standards are 1375 heated square feet, and he is requesting 1,140 square feet. And all of this was sent over to you if y'all wanted to look at what he is wanting to put in. And Mr. Landrum is here tonight and would like to speak.
Okay, first, we'd like to call anybody for the change. So come on, Mr. Latham.
Okay.
I know you for it.
Really forward. Yes, sir. I'm just asking this because when I bought my property, I
You
was
just
in
say
good
your
health.
name. address.
Rodney Landrum, 6156 Cove Road,
Thank
Woodbury, Georgia, 30293. And when I first bought my property, I was working full time and my health wasn't bad, but then my health went down and I had to get a medical release and my health went down, so I couldn't afford the 1375 square footage, so I can afford the 1140. So that's basically the reason I'm asking y'all if I can do it. And I want my fixed income because I can't work full time, so that's, and I do have a medical release, saying that I'm in my medical, report that I can't work, so.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rodney. Anybody else for it, for the rezoning? Nobody else for it? Anybody here?
You want to speak in favor? Okay, come on up.
I'm sister,
Give your name and address.
Teresa Cannon.
Go ahead.
I'm a sister. And he's working. You weren't crying this week to me. Talk to me. He's always worked real hard all his life. He was the one that always helped my mom and dad, helped us all. He's a good person and his help. When he bought the property, he was working full time. He's got a list of help and I saw that in his, I guess the doctor's release report. He just worked. When he got the land, it wasn't nothing but that's an old home place there. He had to clear it out. He got wells, septic tank, everything's going. And his help, he just can't work full time. So that's he's found something he could afford. And I hope that y'all will grant that for him.
Thank you. Anybody else like to speak in favor for it? Anybody here to speak against it? All right, nobody against it, so. Any discussion between the board or
Motion.
make a motion, anybody make a motion,
So
folks?
moved.
Need a second? All in favor? All right, it's in my district, and I've looked closely at the homes near this parcel and found that all homes to be close in the size to which Mr. Latham is trying to build. And I even went as far back as looking, when I was born in 1960, how big my house was, and it was 960 square feet.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd like to make a motion that we approve Mr. Latham.
And I'll second it.
I'll be glad to third it.
All in favor? Thank you.
There you go, sir.
Thank you very much. Take care of
Got it.
yourself.
All right, next public hearing is case number PC 26-007. Request from county to close Hossbowden Road, AKA Pony Farm Road, approximately 3,410 feet. The road has no substantial public use. This was continued from the June 23rd, 2026 regular meeting. I guess we continued, we didn't close the
We
public hearing.
continued it. No.
And they're not here tonight, right?
See, Mr. Todd.
Nathan, do we need to continue it, or can we continue it, or do we need to close it and redo?
It's up to the commissioner's pleasure.
Okay.
I mean, you could vote on it tonight, you can continue the public, the only thing is that if you, close it with no action and they wanna ask again, it has to be re-advertised. That's the only downside to not continuing, but it's up to the board as to what y'all's pleasure is.
Oh, it's been continued a couple of times already.
Well, it's in my district and well, let's close the public hearing first.
Yes, right. So if there's no more discussion,
Motion, somebody make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
second.
All in favor? Well, it's in my district and we've talked about it like this is the third time, so I make a motion, we close the road.
I'll second.
All in favor? All right, case number PC 26-011, request from Zohar Giussani, the new owner of Riverside Store and Barbecue, now known as SK Riverside Inn Incorporated and SK Riverside Inn Convenience Store, located at 29 River Cove Road, is requesting approval to sell and serve alcohol. Need a motion to go into public hearing.
So move.
All in favor?
All right. Right, this is case PC 26011, request from Zora Giussani. That's the new owner of Riverside Store and Barbecue, also known as SK Riverside Inn Incorporated and SK Riverside Inn Convenience Store. And they are requesting approval to sell and serve alcohol at Riverside. And he is here tonight.
We will allot 10 minutes for and 10 minutes against. Go ahead, sir.
Is this a rezoning or a request for alcohol?
Oh,
The request
Request
for
for alcohol.
alcohol.
Yes.
That's fine, you said.
So,
state your name and address, please.
Kareem, I live in Peachtree City. Been in Greenville, Meriwether City for a long time. I used to own the Texaco down here. Open up the car lot, and then we did open up the laundromat at Piggly Wiggly at one point, had to sell it because we couldn't make it. Currently, we are working on 2 more projects in city. We are opening up the Big Chick down here. The plant's already done. We acquired Riverside Country Store from Miss Darlene about 3 to 4 months back. Went through background check, have done a lot of improvements in the building. We have done our health inspection, got approved, everything is in place. Also, we have upgraded a lot of our electricals. We did take all the permits, so everything was done in accordance to the law. So the whole new panels, whole new circuit breakers, which was not needed, but we ended up doing it. Currently, we also got pizza, Hunt Brothers Pizza in there. We are waiting for this approval so we can have a grand opening, get started. I think so it's a good potential as that store is between Upson and Pike County. So that piece down there, I own the Sunnyside Country Store going towards Crest Highway right there. And we opened it a year back. That store had 0 revenue. It did win the best business award. It's very hard, you would say, like a convenience store wins a business award, and we did it. So I believe there's a lot of traffic on that road. Pretty soon, we have done our surveys. I think so with the service and the environment we give to the people, it has a good potential. We can get more revenues, which is not even coming, which is going to Upson or Meriwether, Pike. So if we can have gas pumps, I'm already working with my engineer to put up a plan. Hopefully in a few weeks, I'll be coming forward again to see if we can do that. That would be a good help.
Where would you be serving the alcohol? Are you opening up a restaurant part there? I know that there was a difficult situation where she was unable to open the restaurant part of that and had an exterior barbecue place there. So when you're wanting to serve the alcohol, where are you going to serve that?
If you've been in the building, there's Suite A and Suite B.
Right.
So we did bring the plants down here with the health department, showed them. So it's gonna be still the restaurant part of it.
Okay.
So like, it has to be within the security area. They cannot walk out. So it would be well taken care of down there. And I think so Pike County has one restaurant. They open only on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I think so people are starving to get good food and sit somewhere and have some good time,
Yeah, well, it used to be a restaurant a long time ago.
Long time, yes, that's what we heard too.
So who is the representative in Meriwether County? Since you don't live in the county, the ordinances are that you have to have a licensed representative or an attorney.
My employee, she's there. She can be as an agent.
Okay, do you have her listed on the application already so that we can get that done? Yeah. Okay, and you said you already have your background check?
Yeah, everything is done.
And did you buy the building from Miss McDaniel or did you lease the building?
No, we bought it.
You bought, okay.
Any other questions?
I don't have any questions.
Thank you.
Anybody against it?
Anyone else speak in favor?
Hopefully, if it's not a rezoning, we don't speak
But
it.
but just need to ask if anybody, that's correct, you just need to ask if anybody else is here to speak on that, then you don't have to.
Okay, anybody else here to speak on the matter?
Close public hearing then, sports place.
Need a motion to close public hearing.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Show district again.
It's your district again?
It is,
On fire, ain't it?
all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem
I
with it.
don't even need.
I make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you. Appointments. Appointment to the Airport Authority District 2 to fill an unexpired term. This is a 5-year term. It will expire on October 31st, 2030. This was tabled from June 23rd, 2026 meeting.
I found a great person for this, and his name is Greg Brandner, and so I make a motion to appoint Greg Brandner to the Airport Authority for District 2. You spell his
Second.
last name. Brandner.
Second.
All in favor? There is no unfinished business. We'll move right on to new business. Approval of Civic Plus accessibility and media services and sole resource procurement.
I'm gonna do a little talking on this one because this is a clerk request, the next couple. Commissioner staff is requesting approval of the attached Civic Plus proposal and sole source procurement for audio managed, doc access, and Civic Plus media. Meriwether County currently utilizes Civic Plus for its county website, the Civic Clerk Agenda Management System, and the Next Request Open Records platform. Because these services are proprietary to the Civic Plus platform and integrate with the county's existing systems, Civic Plus has provided a sole source procurement justification. Audio I managed and doc access will help the county comply with the U.S. Department of Justice's updated ADA Title II accessibility requirements. State and local governments serving populations of fewer than 50,000 residents must comply by April 24, 2028. These services provide website monitoring, document remediation, and accessibility support to help the county meet the federal deadline, improve public access to online services, and reduce the risk of accessibility complaints and potential legal liability. Civic Plus Media provides the county with a dedicated platform for hosting and preserving board meeting videos and other public media. While the county currently utilizes YouTube to make meeting videos available to the public, Civic Plus Media ensures that the county maintains ownership and control of its official meeting records while providing seamless integration with the county website and agenda management system, searchable meeting archives, closed captioning, and long-term records retention. As an existing Civic Plus customer, the county will receive implementation of all three services at no additional cost. Civic Plus has waived the implementation fees totaling $9,621.53. The proposal includes a first-year prorated cost of $6,271.53 and an annual recurring cost of $18,661.20. The proposal includes a first-year prorated cost, an annual recurring cost. All implementation fees have been waived, and that's results in that $9,621 savings. Staff recommends approval of the attached sole source procurement justification and Civic Plus proposal for Audio I Manage, Doc Access, and Civic Plus Media, and authorization for the chairman to execute all necessary contract documents. And this is basically to get us compliant with ADA. There is a new ruling. It did give us an extra year, but as we go back and I look, we've had several instances with YouTube and when we're recording the meetings. Last time uploading, I got to make sure closed captions are there. They weren't there. So there's things that we need to make sure we have control over, especially having control over our own data. Very but the accessibility features as far as the ADA compliance with the doc access and audio, I went through that with a representative at Civic Plus. It's very helpful to those who need that service. And I thought going ahead doing this all together, yes, it's a cost, but it is saving us over $9,000 just to implement it, because there will be implementation training and stuff like that we'll have to go through. So.
I make a motion to approve and allow the chair to sign.
All in favor?
Thank you.
I'd like to ask you a question, Nathan, before we move to the next one. When we approved the closure of Hossbaden Road,
Yes.
I would like to add something to that. What would we need to do to get that added?
What would you want to add?
I would want, the road has not been cleaned up, had brush cut out of it in 25 years, and it's grown up. I would like to, if we're gonna leave and abandon the road, I would like to send our bush act boom axe in there to clean the road out.
I mean, that's not a condition to closing the road, though. I don't know.
Well, I
If
mean,
you're gonna close it, you want to clean.
well, I mean, it's, I mean,
If you close it, it reverts back to whoever owns it on either side. It's not yours anymore, so you can't go spending money on it.
so, okay. All right. I
Sorry.
just thought we'd, leave it.
They wanted it closed, so it's
All right.
theirs now.
All right, well, forget it. I just thought it'd be a nice thing to.
It would be, but
To at least make it accessible to people the landowners. But anyway, I think we closed it because of the bridge.
I don't know.
That's why we closed it.
Because there was some talk about maybe not closing the whole thing, but if y'all
Yeah.
abandoned it, then it goes back.
Yeah, okay, good deal. Yeah, I can understand. I wouldn't want nobody to spend no money on nothing else either, especially taxpayers' money. Approval of confidential document destruction agreement, River Mills data management.
Another request from your clerk. So staff is requesting approval of a confidential document destruction service agreement with Rivermill Data Management LLC is to provide secure on-site destruction of county records that have met the requirements of the Georgia Archives Local Government General Records Retention Schedules. Unlike traditional shredding services that transport records off-site, Rivermill performs the destruction at the county's location, providing an added level of security for confidential records. As the county clerk and custodian of board records, the clerk's office is responsible for managing the county's records in accordance with Georgia Open Records Act and the Georgia Archives Local Government General Records Retention Schedules. The service will provide a secure and documented method for destroying confidential records that have reached the end of their required retention period while supporting the county's records management program. The agreement that you have before you includes 2 locked 95-gallon shredding containers located at the administration building with on-site shredding services provided every 8 weeks. Records remain secured in the locked containers until the scheduled service date and are shredded on-site at the county's location, eliminating the need to transport confidential records to an off-site facility. Rivermill performs all shredding in accordance with the National Association for Information Destruction NAID standards and will provide a certificate of destruction upon request. The agreement was reviewed by the county attorney who recommended several revisions. Rivermill accepted a number of those recommendations and returned a revised agreement. While not every requested revision was accepted, the county administrator has reviewed the final agreement and recommends approval. The provisions that remain unchanged include binding arbitration clause, limitation of liability, early termination provision, and exclusivity requirement. The cost is $150 every 8 weeks for 2 locked shredding containers, with additional containers serviced at $75 each if needed. Staff recommends approval of the confidential document destruction service agreement with Rivermill Data Management LLC and authorization for the chairman to execute the agreement. And John can tell you some more about the
contract commissioners, it's
legal.
legal always marks up those items and it's up to staff if we want to abide by them. I believe it's worth it. They're coming on site, shredding it. They're not taking it anywhere. It's a shredding company. And I asked him if the truck breaks down, do we retain the records, keep them in-house? He said yes, until we get a truck on site that shreds right here on site. So there's a shredder built into the truck. Because of that nature, I'm agreeable to the clauses that they were not willing to adjust.
Let me add to that is, we're gonna tell them to change everything.
Right.
But at some point, they're a business and they're not willing to, so at some point it's,
Yes or no?
is it worth it? So it's not that he's not ignoring us. We just say at this point, they're not gonna budge, so you gotta decide if it's worth it.
We have used them.
That happens all the time with everybody.
Right.
We've used them for all of our shredding needs, but right now, the way that it happens is I don't have locked containers. I have to get boxes, fill them up, get in a retention, write everything down, and then call them and say, hey, when can you get me on schedule to come pick this up? They've always shredded on site. I will not use a company that does not shred on site. Not comfortable with the records going down the road.
This is for countywide, just not the clerk. Finance has records that used to go off-site to get destroyed. This secures everything is done right here on premises.
Well, I think $900 a year is worth it. So I make a motion to approve and allow chair to sign.
Second. All in favor?
Thank you.
We would certainly tell you,
Right.
John, if it
Yeah.
was, don't do this.
Right.
We'd never told them that.
Award 2026 Meriwether County LMIG Phase 2.
Commissioners, bids for the additional 3.5 miles of Albertson Road were open on Thursday, July 9th. The bids received listed from lowest to highest are as follows. C.W. Matthews, $899,726. Scruggs Company, $900,912.86. Blunt Construction Company, $990,637.94. Piedmont Paving and Grading, $992,390. And McLeroy Incorporated, $1,062,262.50. EMC Engineering Services reviewed the bids and recommends awarding the contract to C.W. Matthews as the lower responsive and responsible bidder. Awarding the contract will allow C.W. Matthews to complete the entire 5.5 miles of Alverson Road under one project and one contract. Funding for the project will come from the remaining 2024 LRA funds, the remaining 2026 LRA funds, and fund balance if additional funding is needed. On your commitment sheet, you saw that $94,000 was the fund balance, which C.W. Matthews came in about $200,000 on the 25 LMIG. So I would anticipate it'd probably come in under, so I don't think we have to use the fund balance. And why you see the T-SPOS is negative is these commitments are already in there for the LMIG. So staff recommends awarding it to CW Matthews for $899,726. Yes.
I make a motion that we award 2026 Meriwether County Public Phase 2 to CW Matthews for $899,726.
Second.
All in favor?
Look that out.
Withdrawal from awarded cybersecurity grant.
Commissioners, Meriwether County was awarded a cybersecurity grant that was presented by former IT Director Matthew Brown. There's a typo in that one. Staff recommends declining the award. The project deadline is August 2026, and the county has requested an extension which has not been approved. In addition, the grant application identified a specific vendor, but not under the county's procurement policy. The project should have been competitively procured through a request for proposals. Due to the limited timeframe and procurement requirements, the project cannot be completed in compliance with the grant conditions. Staff requests board approval to decline the grant award and authorize notification to the granting agency.
Make a motion to decline. Go ahead.
How much the grant was for and how long we've known that we needed to act on it before we just realized that it didn't.
It was a $200,000 grant. It was a match going to come out of IT's budget. I finally got access, and when we got into the details of it all, we never heard back from Ms. Cole. And when we read the details, it listed a specific vendor, which in government, you cannot just list a vendor. It has to be bidded out. We requested extension. They declined it, and by procurement guidelines, we can't meet that deadline. And with the cybersecurity, we already have VC3, ThankGuard, which are two of the top. We have not had any breaches. So when COVID hit, the board approved those going into. I don't think we could afford the recurring costs if we spent $200,000 on software, because this was strictly software.
I make a motion to decline and allow notification.
All in favor? Approval of airport assignment and assumption agreement required by
You want me to do it?
GDOT and FAA.
I think me and John are gonna tag team this one because we both have something to do with this, but Commissioners, the staff is requesting approval of an assignment and assumption agreement between Meriwether County and the Meriwether County Airport Authority as required by the Georgia Department of Transportation, GDOT, and Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. The agreement is the final step in resolving a historical documentation issue involving Roosevelt Memorial Airport property. Approval of this agreement is necessary to satisfy FAA ownership and airport sponsorship requirements and to preserve the airport's eligibility for future state and federal grant funding. In 1984, the state of Georgia conveyed approximately 13.2 acres to Meriwether County. In 1998, the county conveyed approximately 165.583 acres, including the original 13.2 acre tract, to the Meriwether County Airport Authority. Although the deed correctly transferred ownership, the tax assessor records were never updated to reflect the complete conveyance, creating a discrepancy between the deed records and the tax records. During a recent title review required by GDOT and the FAA, the discrepancy was identified. After reviewing the recorded deeds, the county attorney confirmed that the airport authority has owned the property since the 1998 conveyance, and the tax assessor's office has since corrected its records to accurately reflect ownership. The assignment and assumption agreement completes the documentation requested by GDOT and the FAA by formally recognizing the airport authority as the airport sponsor and assigning responsibility for the airport's federal grant obligations. This action does not involve the purchase or sale of property, does not transfer ownership of land, and does not expand the airport. Instead, it confirms existing ownership, completes the documentation required by GDOT and the FAA, and helps ensure Roosevelt Memorial Airport remains eligible for future state and federal grant funding. There's no financial impact associated with the approval of the agreement. Approval will help preserve the airport's eligibility for future funding. Staff recommends approval of the assignment and assumption agreement between the airport and the county, and authorization for the chairman to execute all necessary documents. John, if you need to add anything on that.
You basically explained it all. So basically in a nutshell, commissioners, it's the county is recognizing that whole tract of land belongs to the airport authority by signing this agreement.
Well, it seems like it was just a clerical error. So
Correct.
I'll make a motion to approve airport assignment and assumption agreement so that we can maintain the eligibility funding due to the documentation issue and allow the chair to sign all documentation.
Second.
All in favor? Request from tax assessor's office, reclassify position, in-house commercial reevaluation.
Commissioners, I'd like to table this to July 28th. Chief Appraiser William Harris cannot attend tonight.
I make a motion to table till July 28th, 6 p.m. meeting.
All in favor? Consider approval of fireworks services agreement with. Well, I would like to change this. Consider the approval of fireworks show July the 2nd at Lake 2027 at Lake Meriwether.
Well, I mean, it depends. What was, we all asking to approve the contract, and I'm assuming now you won't let Meriwether enter into the contract with them?
Well, no, I mean, I said at Lake Meriwether. Consider of the fireworks. The way this written up here is a fireworks agreement with Southern Sky. So I
This
just,
one they're gonna put it on.
they're the ones that we buy that furnish the
Yeah.
fireworks. So all I want to approve is for the commissioners to have fireworks July the 2nd, 2027.
But you're not necessarily sure you want Southern Sky to do it?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
The recommendation from staff does not mention anything about signing a contract with Southern Skies in this. So I think the title's fine.
So don't we need to put out a proposal for pricing to determine which one? I mean, we can make an agreement all day, but if we don't have a cost on it, we can't determine who's gonna
You gotta
provide
have
that service.
a contract.
Yeah.
You gotta have a contract before you can.
Right.
I was just assumed that wasn't.
No, this was just to get the pricing for a proposed contract.
Misread.
So I think this title's fine and in
It is,
discussion.
it is. I just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay, so just leave it like it is.
Yeah. I think the title is fine, Mr. Chairman, and we can discuss it when we go through it.
Yes, sir, it's fine. I misunderstood.
Okay, consider approval of fireworks services agreement with Southern Sky LLC for the 2027 Lake Meriwether fireworks.
This doesn't say we're looking for a pricing though. This is, it's an agreement with that company.
To be held on July the 2nd, 2027.
Yeah, when I read it and the board can decide if they don't want to go with Southern Sky, they just want to allocate funds.
I can do that.
Yeah, so Southern Skies LLC has provided a fireworks display at Lake Meriwether in 24, 25, and 26. The contract amount for 24 was 15,000, and for 25 and 26 was 20,000. For 2027, staff recommends scheduling the Lake Meriwether fireworks display for Friday, July 2nd, 2027. Once Southern Sky Fireworks provides pricing and a proposed contract for the 2027 event, the agreement will be presented to the board for consideration. The 2026 fireworks display lasted approximately 20 minutes. Staff has requested pricing for both a 20-minute show and an extended 25 to 30-minute show to compare costs and determine the best option for 2027 event.
I'd like to make a motion to approve it. Let a chair. I mean, I don't know what we need to do, just
But if
approve.
you don't want to go with Southern Sky, just we have to.
Just
We
approve.
can instruct staff to approve that date. You know, you can even approve an expenditure amount if you want to, but they would have to bring the contract back to you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You
And
just need to
we,
give them some direction.
if you
Well,
don't want
I
Southern
like-
Skies,
I
we
like
can find
it.
another vendor.
Approve that date, July the 2nd, 2027, not to exceed 25,000.
I'll second.
All in favor?
I'm opposed. I don't think it's accurate as to what we need to look for.
Think it's what?
I don't think it's what I mean, it states that it is with Southern Sky. I know we can go out and change that, but I'm not comfortable agreeing to it with this and then it come down the road without any pricing. The date I'm good with, but I'm just not okay approving that.
I didn't think, but what was the motion?
But doesn't say on here, it says to consider their approval.
Why
Other than we don't, we
just
just,
make a motion of whatever y'all want. That would be-
Well, that's what I did.
Okay, well,
To approval of fireworks, get Southern Sky July the 2nd, 2027, not to exceed $25,000.
So you're good with Southern Sky as long as it's not exceed 25,000?
I mean,
Or the motion could be,
I thought you said earlier you didn't want.
well, I mean, I just didn't want to tie them in. I wanted us to get prices from other people.
just say the date and the event,
Sorry.
To
The
exceed
cluster.
proposals to the board.
I would think then, Mr. Chairman, I think, because I think I understand what you want to do is go ahead and have the board approve July the 2nd, 2027 for fireworks at Lake Meriwether with consideration of Sky or another contractor not to exceed $25,000.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
think that's what, now I may be wrong.
But I would say make a motion to withdraw your last motion, and since it was passed, you
Okay.
gotta vote on it, and then.
I'll make a motion.
To withdraw the
That's
last.
who
Make a
withdraw.
motion to withdraw my last.
I'll
motion.
second that.
All in favor?
I'm good with that.
All right,
Now make a motion
all
to,
right. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion.
make the motion.
I'll make a motion for us, the board to approve July 2nd, 2027 to be the official celebration for Lake Meriwether fireworks for the Meriwether County with the consideration of Southern Sky or other vendors to submit
Not to exceed.
contracts not to exceed $25,000.
I second.
All right.
All in favor?
Or is that for or against?
The what?
Word is very confusing both every time. I think we've just gotten it.
All right, that's why we should be having a discussion
Yeah.
before we vote on it.
I tell you what, I think the easiest thing to do right now would be to table this to get a little bit more clarification at the next meeting, and then let's move forward.
Just to approve the fireworks for February 2nd, 2027 and not name any vendors at all.
Works for me.
Can we do that?
Wait a minute, did they?
Well, I mean, that's good.
No, because it didn't
I didn't
pass.
pass.
Wait a minute, yeah, it was, because it wasn't even sure if it was for or against. That got me on my procedural toes.
That we approve that Lake Meriwether fireworks display for Friday, July 2nd, 2027.
I'll second that. It's clear.
All in favor?
Okay.
And then we'll
I
come
mean,
back.
that's
and
what
look
I
for-
was trying to approve the first time, and
Then
they
we
said
come
we
back.
couldn't do that unless we had a RFP.
Then we come back and find a supplier, we can
That's all I
how much
wanted
we're gonna
was-
spend.
July 2nd fireworks.
It's all Adam's fault, he's not here.
All right. Report from county administrator.
Commissioners had a meeting with the Gma district rep at a Lake Meriwether fireworks. This was a good turnout. I want to say thank you to the staff that volunteered and the Lake Advisory Board for organizing the event. Met with River City and Penco several times on remediation at the courthouse and planning the remediation. Jones Tree Service has agreed to the legal change, and we're working to schedule a Saturday to remove the trees and trim back the rest at the courthouse. Third floor renovations at the courthouse are being prepared for approval. Exterior scaffolding should be coming down next week. The roof on the annex building is being put on this week. At a teleconference on software for the recreation department. Attended the Alberton Road bid opening. And then we'll be reviewing department requests for the 26-27 budget before the work session for capital needs and personal requests, and then working on balancing the proposed 26-27 budget. And that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Report from county commissioners, Vice Chairman Smith.
All right, this down in history.
I really don't, other for the fact that, the road crew's been out there trying to do the best to get the potholes cut off from all the rain, and I see they've been doing a lot of boom acts on several roads over my area, so that's looking good, so hopefully keep it up.
Commissioner Trey,
I know we've talked about the trees at the courthouse, coming from Woodbury, that tree at the church is what leans over
Yeah.
in front of the part. I wonder if they would allow us to take part of that.
Well, that's.
Well, we're looking into it. We're looking into it.
Reach out to
Okay.
Gina.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't
That's
heard
a
back from
one thing
GDOT.
blocking the main
Yeah.
part.
yeah.
Yeah, I took pictures of it when I
Yeah.
came back from Woodbury today to send over to see if GDOT would do it. If not, I'll reach out to the church and see if it's something we can
Yeah,
kind of correlate
because
with.
it is leaning over.
It is.
All right, that's all I had.
I just like to say thank staff and all employees for the work they do, and we getting you know, we're getting there with the roads. It looks like we had a good, like John said, we had a good turnout at Lake Meriwether. Fireworks were great. Just thank everybody. That's all I have.
She's got.
Did forget something, sorry, I know it's too good to be true. Tomorrow night at 7:14 is the National Day of Prayer, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
reading from Psalms. Casey Harp is gonna be doing it, and we'd love for anyone in the community to come out there and bring your chairs and come at 7:14 tomorrow evening at the courthouse. Yes,
The Bible be read all across the whole state, right? They'll read the whole Bible,
Yeah.
correct?
yes, sir.
Report from county attorney.
Mr. Chairman, I did not have anything.
I do have one thing, y'all. I think I sent this to you in your email. I just want to make everybody aware that Miss Cynthia Kilby at the Pine Mountain Regional Library wanted to let everyone know that and present a copy to the board of the library news. It's the monthly newsletter of the Georgia Public Library Service, the state library. It covers activities of the 408 public libraries throughout Georgia, and this is the first time a branch of the Pine Mountain Regional Library System has made the cover. And she said she wanted to say that it was the Manchester Public Library that is featured. They've had small mentions, but never made the cover. So just wanted everyone to know that they did make the cover. So
Congratulations to the library.
Our future meetings are Tuesday, July 28th, work session at 4 p.m. Tuesday, July 28th, 2026, regular meeting at 6. Monday, August the 10th, regular meeting at 6. And Tuesday, August 25th, regular meeting at 6. The need for executive session?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to get a motion to go into executive session for litigation, personnel, real estate, tax matters, and cybersecurity.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Need a motion to go back into regular session?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Some items were discussed in executive session. We need a motion to approve personnel matters addressed as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
All in favor? Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Y'all, good night.